Do you deep down know that so much more is possible for you, but you're not quite sure what that might be? What exactly is that you truly want, or even maybe having doubts that it's actually not even possible for you? If you are feeling that, then this video is for you because I want to share with you 6 tips on how to get crystal clear on what you truly want. Not what you think you can have, but what you truly want. So basically elevating your desire for your future, for yourself, and then also how you can really align yourself with that elevated desire, with the things that you truly want, to start calling them forth without limitation, without settling, without any of that. Because you truly get to have anything and everything that you desire. No limitation, none of that. No settling, none of that. But you see, the thing is, the only one that is limiting you from actually having your true soul's desires, that desire that really will fulfill you, that will be exciting, that will really fill you up from deep within, is you. It's based on the fears, the doubts, past experiences, things that you have learned, all of that. It's causing you to then say, well, this is not possible. I can't do that. This is too big for me. I'm not ready for that. I'm not good enough for that. Those type of things. So the only limitation to your desires, to the expansiveness of your desires, is you. But knowing that is beautiful, because then that gives you the power to then do something about, because then you can challenge your beliefs, you can challenge your doubts, your fears, and you can break through them to really elevate your desires and call forth the things that you want. But I really want you to know is that anything and everything is possible for you. And there are 3 simple steps to really getting what you want. The first thing is getting crystal clear, like really crystal clear on what is your soul desire. What are your soul's desires? That's the first step. And I'll share with you how to get clear on that here in a moment as well. Then the second step is you want to energetically align yourself to those desires on a daily basis. And then the third step here is you just got to surrender, allow, and trust. And yes, it sounds actually very simple, and it actually can be simple. And I'm going to share with you now those 6 tips on how to really get crystal clear and how to align yourself to those desires, so you can really let it be that simple. So you can then align yourself to that on a daily basis. And the only thing you really got to take care of is the third step is surrendering and allowing it to unfold, trusting that whatever it is that you want is truly on the way, is truly possible for you. So let me share with you those 6 tips. So the first tip is you want to really tune into your heart, connect deeply with your soul. One thing I like to do is I tune into my heart, I close my eyes, I drop into my heart, and then I call forth my soul. And you can say something as simple as, I now call forth my soul. Please come and connect with me now. Please step forward and connect with me now. And then just wait until you feel that inner shift. Now, you may notice it quite intensely, or you may not, but just you will know when you're feeling more connected. But the point here is you want to get out of your head. You want to really drop into your heart, because if you're deciding on the things that you want based on your head, there's always limitation attached to it. It's because that's your ego's territory. Your ego will never be expansive. Your ego will always come up with doubts and fears and why you can't do this, why it's too big. So in order to really uncover what is it that you truly want, your true desires, you want to connect with your heart. You want to connect with your soul and uncover what does your soul truly desires. Not your ego's wishes and dreams or whatnot, but no, what are your soul's true desires? And here I just want to mention something. Oftentimes your soul's desires are completely different than what you thought you actually wanted. Here I give an example. Let's say for the longest time you wanted this really flashy new car, or live in a mansion, really. Maybe that was one of your dreams. Live in a huge, very expensive home. But then when you really connect to your heart, you're realizing you don't even want that. Maybe you rather want to be somewhere, like have a beautiful cabin somewhere, with that's surrounded with trees or anything like that. Maybe you rather want something smaller, somewhere peaceful, something like that. So you will be surprised when you really tap into your soul's desires, when you get clear on what your true soul's desires are. They're usually not so much about the materialistic things, but more so about what will make you feel really good. Then the second tip here is you truly want to detach from any fears, any doubts, any limitations. Like really challenge those beliefs, those fears, those doubts. You want to let them go. And I have a video I want to share with you. It's about how to stop self-sabotage for good. So 7 tips on how to really stay empowered. I share in that video, I share with you how to really overcome those fears, those doubts. But that's really the second tip is you want to, in order to really have what you want, you have got to overcome those fears, those doubts, those limiting beliefs, because that is your ego trying to keep you safe. Now, your ego is technically not a bad thing, right? But when it comes to you elevating your desires and really going about, going after the things that you truly, truly want, your soul's desires, your ego is going to come up. Your ego is going to fight you. And doubts and fears are coming up. So here you really want to challenge that. You want to look at it from the higher perspective. Like, is this really true? Do I really want to keep giving my power away to those fears or not? Right. So the second thing is, because also as you're tapping into your soul's desires and really getting clear on what is that you want, your ego may then throw at you all kind of fears and doubts and limiting beliefs trying to keep you small. And here then goes into the second tip is really challenge that. You want to let go of it. You want to detach from those fears, those doubts, so you can really go after the things that you want. And when it comes to those limiting beliefs, the fears and doubts, unfortunately, it's not just that you do it just once and they're gone. Because with every step that you're taking, new fears coming up, new doubts are coming up, new limiting beliefs are coming up. And it's once you start really detaching from that and challenging them and saying, no, I'm not giving my power away to that. And investigate a little further, like, why am I feeling this? What am I feeling? What can I take from this? What is the lesson here? What's the message here? What's the gift here? That can help you really overcome any fears and doubts and limiting beliefs, because like I said, they will come up, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Now, of course, the more you can become aware of them, the better it will be, because then you can actually do something about it. Because with awareness, there comes the power of choice. You can always do something about it when it comes up. So detaching from your limiting beliefs is really important for you to then move forward. Then the third tip is here, is you want to tap into the energy of curiosity, of the playfulness. Let your inner child come out and play. Now, we don't really do that very often. Usually we're very serious about the things that we want, the desires that we have. We're very serious about it. We try to contemplate about how am I going to make this happen, instead of really tapping into the curiosity. I wonder, what could I do to get there faster? What would bring me joy? What would be exciting? Right? When you tap into that energy of curiosity, really being curious of, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, I wonder how my life is going to change. Oh, I wonder what ways I can go about this, and really be playful about this. Think back when you were a little kid. When you had a desire, you didn't think about, no, I need to make a plan on how to get there. No, you just did whatever came to mind. Like, oh, I want this. Oh, I'm going to go for it, right? You knew you're going to get that, right? You had that desire and you were just going for it. You didn't care what people thought or what people said. You were a kid. You didn't care about any of that. And that's like the thing, like tap more into that. When it comes to your desires, really tap into that playfulness, because when you're trying to make it happen and go after it, it often causes resistance and it causes friction because you're trying to force it into existence. But when you're playful about it, it's just, you're like, oh, it's going to happen. Either way, it's going to happen. I'm just going to go with the flow, like, kind of like that. And you're really playful with it, then things align much quicker. And even if you have doubts coming up, oh, that's just my monkey mind. Oh, you don't even laugh about it. Like, oh, I'm just still going to go about that. But really tap into that energy of curiosity and playfulness. Let your inner child come out. Really connect with that inner child as you're going about the things that you truly want. And here, even maybe dream bigger. Let your inner child come out and really be, when you were a child, What were some of your dreams? What did you want to do when you were a little child? I know I want to be a singer, even though I really can't sing. Okay. But I wanted to be a singer. I didn't think about, oh my God, me being on stage in front of all of these massive people. Oh my God. And I got to sing. I didn't think about that when I was a little kid, right? So think of it like that. When you're thinking about your dreams, don't think about all the stuff that could hold you back and all the stuff that's involved and all the fears and all of that. Don't tap into that playfulness. That is such a beautiful thing because like I said, anything and everything is possible for you. You just got to connect with that. And you can do that by really bringing up your inner child. Here too, you can call forth your inner child and tap into that. Tap into that essence of you, that curious, that playful inner child that goes about your life without being so serious all the time. Then the fourth tip is allow yourself to dream big. Going back to, you as a child, you had those big dreams. You didn't care how difficult it may be. You just wanted to do that, right? And then as you were growing older, you had all these limitations programmed into you that basically told you, get real. That ain't going to happen, right? Things like that. But here, just allow yourself to really dream big. If anything was possible for you, anything, without problems, without anything, without all that stuff that we always attach to it. What would you love to call forth? What would you love to do? What does your soul truly desires? I mean, truly, if you have, let's say, a magic wand and you could wish for anything, what would you wish for? But here also be careful that you're not wishing for something that your ego wants, those materialistic things, but what your soul truly desires. What is that true soul desire? Going back to, the first tip is getting clear on that, but then elevating it by dreaming even bigger because there's always more possible for you. I mean, there are infinite possibilities for you. You can do anything and everything that you want and even the things that you're not even aware of yet. So here, allow yourself to dream bigger. Really dream big. Anything and everything is possible for you. The only one limiting you is you. So stop limiting yourself and start dreaming bigger. Then the fifth thing, get clear on the essence of your desire. So I'm not talking about the thing per se. Let's say you want to have a brand new car. It's not the car that you want. It's what the car will give you. Well, a new car gives you maybe more comfort. Well, maybe you're driving a somewhat older car that is maybe not as comfortable no more. Maybe it's not as gas efficient or whatnot. Maybe you're having already problems with your car. Maybe you're worried that maybe your car will break down or something like that. And you wanting a new car, well, then you don't have those things anymore, right? Or if you want to have a bigger home, it's not so much that you want a bigger home, but what the bigger home will give you. Well, a bigger home gives you more space. Maybe then you can have your own meditation room or your own office or your workout room. Or maybe then you can have like a visitor room, right? A guest room or something like that. So you can invite your friends and family over and they can stay overnight. Things like that, right? So think about not the thing, but what the thing will give you. Now, another thing is, let's say you want more money. It's not the money that you want. It's what the money will give you. More money will give you freedom, security, choices, right? Because let's say right now you're living paycheck to paycheck or you're barely just getting by. Well, that limits the choices that you have with your money, right? You can't go on vacation. You can't just buy this beautiful thing that you really want or whatnot. You can't go to shopping spree because, well, you don't have the money. So money is not the thing that you want. It's what the money will give you, especially security. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, and especially with the times that we're in right now, well, maybe you are worried, right? And the more money you will make, it will reduce that worry, or it will even eliminate the worry. So focus on the essence that the thing will give you, the thing that you desire. Focus on the essence of that. If you want security, if you want freedom, if you want joy, happiness, whatever it is, focus on that. That is so much more important than the thing itself. because it's about the feeling that's attached to it. So if you want, let's say, more money, but more money, actually, you want the freedom, the security, the choices, well, then tap into that, because how will you feel when you have all the money that you want, when you have this brand new car that you know ain't going to break down on you or something like that, and you know you will feel more secure, right? Tap into that. How will you feel when you have what you want? That is getting clear on the essence behind your desires. And then the sixth sign is you want to trust. You want to trust that it is possible for you, that it is available to you already. Because if you can see it within your mind's eye, so as you're doing these, going through these different tips, like really getting clear on what you want, dreaming bigger, you're having that vision of it, right? You seeing yourself driving that beautiful car, or, going on a shopping spree, and all of those different things. You can see it. If you can see it within your mind's eye, because our mind works by pictures. It doesn't just work by, us thinking about words. I mean, there's always a picture attached to it. When I say to you right now, think of an elephant, you're not just thinking the word elephant, you're actually seeing an elephant in your mind, right? So your mind goes by pictures. So as you're really tapping into, your desires, you're seeing all these pictures. As you're thinking about elevating your dreams, really dreaming bigger, you're seeing pictures. So if you can see it within your mind's eye, like if you can actually bring up a mental picture of you having that, doing that, being that, experiencing that, then it is possible for you. And then by you really trusting that, what I can see it within my mind's eye, so I know it's possible. I know it's there. And especially if it feels exciting. If you're looking at it like, yes, it feels excitement, it just feels right, then it is your soul desire. If it's like, if there's somewhat of a weird feeling about it, then you may want to investigate a little bit more, because then that might be your ego throwing stuff at you, okay? So, but if it feels right, if you can really crystal clearly see it within your mind's eye, like you actually doing it, it is possible. These are the steps on how to really get clear on what you want. Now, once you have that, you want to then really align yourself to that by embodying the essence. That's why it's so important to uncover the essence behind the thing, like how you will feel, the core behind those things. They're really the essence behind, because you want to embody that on a daily basis. If you want to feel free and secure and whatnot, teach your body on a daily basis how to feel free, how it would feel when you do that. Visualize your desires. Visualize you doing that, having that, being that, experiencing whatever it is that your soul desires. Embody that on a daily basis. And if any doubt comes up, like I said, that's your small-minded thinking. That's your ego. Let it go. Challenge that. Challenge your doubts, challenge your fears, challenge your insecurities and the limiting beliefs, and reconnect with the curiosity, the playfulness, and then go back to visualizing and aligning yourself daily to your desires. And of course, trust, because remember, if you can see it within your mind's eye, it is possible. It just hasn't come in yet. And by you aligning yourself to the essence of your desires, really visualizing it on a daily basis, that's how you call it forth. When you're interacting with your desires on a mental level, like really seeing it more clearly, maybe adding more to it every time you're visualizing it, that's how you call it forth. And then really the last step is really like, you gotta just trust that it's coming. But this is how you can really elevate your desire, getting clear on what it is that you want and really align yourself to that. But here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe leave me a comment below and let me know, what is your elevated desire? What is your soul desires? What would you love to be, do, have, and experience? I would love to know. And if you're still a little challenged with that, I want to invite you to join me in a 5-day mini training series. It's a free challenge where I teach you how to really unlock your soul's blueprint, really getting clear on what is it that your soul truly, truly wants. There are journal prompts in there that will really guide you to go deep in uncovering what it is that you want. Also uncovering any doubts and fears that are really holding you back. And also how to really then be empowered and go about really creating the life that you want. So if that's of interest to you, link is in the description below, or you can go to unlockyoursoulsblueprint.com. Like I said, you can get started right away. It's a free 5-day training series. Absolutely exciting and amazing to really help you unlock your soul's blueprint. and go about life in the most aligned and exciting way. But thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope you enjoyed it. Now be sure to check out this next video here about stopping self-sabotage for good, so you can really be more empowered and go about the things that you want to manifest in your life, the things that you want to create in your life. I think you're going to love it. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazing, abundant, successful day. Namaste.